Hi,
Welcome
this
to
is
episode
Martin.
17
This is Eric.
of the
And
Nerdcast
Augustus.
Podcast.
From Two-Legged
Not your
Tie, and you're
regular
listening to the
dialogue. I
Nerdcast
go
on
by
the
the
Inside
name of
Joke,
Toner,
Outside Voice
and I am
podcast
coming
network.
From the... Fuck that, I'm doing that intro. That was gay. Sorry.
Well, make sure you're right then,
I'm ready.
fucker.
All right, now I know what I'm going to say. I'm sorry.
Get straight. Don't get gay.
Jesus
Sorry. I'm a
Christ.
little
Yeah.
drunk. I'm drunk.
Go with
Sorry.
Christ.
All right, here we go. Welcome to episode 17 of the Nerdcast Podcast, not your regular dialogue. I go by the name of Toner, and I am joined by the rest of the Nerdcast crew, minus Cripple J again, hashtag fuck you, Jay. We are
Asshole.
coming to you from the command center. I am with Joe Dust.
Cool for the summer.
He's coming to us via satellite. We have Big Matt
Hey, hello.
and Sound Guy Steve.
What up, y'all?
I hear music!
Go, go, Jay.
There's the longest line at a truck stop in Lower East LA. Waiting on the firing squad like there's some kind of ballet. And their ships are sinking.
Go fuck yourself. La la.
I had a brain fart when you just said, "Hey, Joe." I'm like,
I saw that. I saw that. Thank God you're not 17 episodes in.
Hey,
I know.
we're still working out the kinks. How about that?
As
Well, we
always,
can hear ourselves, bitch.
I know.
Yeah.
As always, at this point of our show, we'd like to recognize our unofficial beer sponsor. But again, our official beer snob couldn't be here today because, I don't know, I heard of a broken clitoris. I don't know what that means. I'm not a doctor. But we have Sound Guy Steve letting us know who our unofficial beer sponsor is.
We are drinking the Schlafly Oktoberfest Beer Advocate Score 82, 5.5 ABV out of the good old St. Louis, Missouri. That's where we're at, Nerdcast bitches. Yeah,
Missouri.
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 Yeah, because don't everybody's like Missouri. It's like fuck you, okay?
Or they say Missouri, then I just fucking take a...
It just depends
Shank.
on where in Missouri
Yeah.
you are. You say Missouri, and it depends on how drunk you are too. Because the drunker I get,
MISSOURAH.
Yeah.
Missouri.
Because I will say at this point of the show, I've had 3 beers, and I've had literally 0 food today.
I drank 2 cups of coffee and I've drank 3 beers.
Ooh, I have,
Oh.
I have had a cup of coffee
Man.
today, but I am on beer 3.
I'm
Yeah,
about
I'm
to pee
on
out of
beer
my
3,
butt.
and no food at all.
I think I peed 5 times before we started recording. Yes, I have.
That's
Hold-
good to know, though.
Hey,
Yeah.
the Giants actually won. That's fucking
Hold on.
crazy.
Give me 2 seconds, people. I
We
need
got
to check.
NFL football on. We got Tony on.
We're doing
his,
football and nerding out at the same time.
Hold on.
People thought it couldn't be done, but we're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
That's right.
Hold on, let me check my
We're
fantasy
doing it.
score.
We're
real
doing
quick.
the damn
doing it
thing.
well.
Tony, you like those?
Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
I am currently playing Steve-O today, our sound guy in fantasy football. Now, it's early, but I am kicking his ass by over 50 points. So let's hope that stays.
And I already contested the loss. I'm done. My quarterback was a game time decision.
Oh,
and
you
he's
are
out.
you were playing Cripple J today.
I'm playing, and he's kicking my ass because I don't have a quarterback.
I
I'm
am
done.
playing Bobby. I am DB Bobby. And I just want to point out my team names in both leagues. And ours, our fun league, it's Ching Chong Potato, which is in reference to
A meme.
an
I've seen.
Asian musician conductor who has Down syndrome. And the meme says Ching Chong Potato. And the 1, and the 4, and the Ching Chong Potato. And then in my other league, I have a picture of Bill Cosby, and my team name is Crushed Bills.
Oh, well
beautiful.
done. Look at
Boy.
you. You creative motherfucker.
Take it, swallow my jello.
Just out of curiosity, do we have any kind of outline for episode
No,
17? No,
I did not
Okay.
create. I have tons of topics, but I have no direction for this show at all. It's kind of just going to be chaos. From chaos, if I
From
may.
chaos.
We could
Nice.
play the game that I used to play where you guys blindfold yourselves and turn around, and we'll play thumb or penis. You have to guess which one I'm laying on your butt.
Well, the thing is, I did. If you look at my fantasy here, real quick, the fantasy team, my other league, Money League, I made the team name. It's called not Another Team's Radio Broadcast. Don't know if you guys get the meaning of that by
No.
chance. You remember Week 1 when the Patriots were playing Pittsburgh, and all they were getting was the Patriots radio broadcast over their
Oh,
headsets.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Nice.
Ass mode.
I am,
It's a mode, if I may.
Mode.
no, it's ass mode.
Oh, it's
Ass
mode.
mode.
It's a way of life.
Oh,
Oh.
It's
So
from
I
Craig.
don't even know what
I
that
don't
means.
It's
Where
from
do I
Craig
go with that?
Ferguson.
Oh, asthma.
Yeah, I got. Jeff
Oh, that's
Peterson.
why you have that skeleton.
Yeah,
as
it's Jeff
your
Peterson, and then if you look up ass mode, I found a way how to put the little dots on the O's. It's nice.
umlauts. I took German.
How the fuck you know?
Umlauts?
I don't know how to put that shit over the letters.
No, the
on
umlauts-
your-
have to be a
on your
wizard.
phone.
The umlaut's the double dots.
Yeah.
if
Was
you
that
hold,
the double dot?
If
Yeah,
you hold
that is
your,
it.
if you hold the
Umlauts.
O on your phone, it'll pop up all the different
Yep.
lines. But on,
But if you just do it on an iPhone, a sheep pops up.
oh, that's true too.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's weird.
We have Samsung.
yeah. It'll be like, bah, you have active sheet mode. It's like, oh, okay.
Bah, sign our user agreement.
Is it?
Rawr.
Steve,
All right. I
Steve-
guess that's
Stephen
the-
Hawking is the new Siri on the next update.
Rawr. So
You should take a left at Martin Luther King Boulevard.
You will see a lot of deaths.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay. All right, Matthew.
I have no direction for us, sir. I got tons of topics.
You
that
at
can
least
go
have
over.
one
Okay, I'll
direction.
tell you what.
I have one direction.
Harry
I'll take this.
Styles.
Jesus Christ.
All right, do me a favor. Just fucking close your eyes and just,
and just go.
just throw a fucking dart. And
Well,
see what
here's the
lands on.
first one that we talked about.
Throw
We were
some
trying to come
foreskin
up with
in
an outline was something about hashtag shout your abortions. So let's go there.
Well, that was mine.
Let's go from NFL football to shout your abortions. I think that's
That
the-
sounds like a great plan.
I would like to. Oh fuck.
No. Okay, so Planned Parenthood,
that's a big hot topic right now.
people were
Yeah.
standing behind them on Twitter. It's fine, but one day, hashtag shout your abortion was trending, the number one trend.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
It was women that were literally
Were they shouting the date that
they were
had an abortion
they were
done or
tweeting
something?
about their abortions
Oh, okay.
and then hashtagging shout your abortion like it's cool. I sucked a couple kids out and I stand with Planned Parenthood. Okay, fine. Why are you putting that on social media for however many people in the world to see? What are you turning up,
Jesus
Steve?
Christ, man.
Okay.
Because and then
Oh.
my wife, we were talking about the whole Planned Parenthood thing, and she's like, "Why did they call it Planned Parenthood? Shouldn't it be Unplanned
Unplanned Parenthood, yes.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yes.
I was like, "Well, they do offer birth control," and she's like, "Well, why don't more people take advantage of it?" I was like, "Because most people are fucking retarded and don't
Oh,
do that."
I've only ever gone there for emergency contraception.
The Rams the Arizona Cardinals just fumbled the
Oh,
kickoff,
hold on.
and we got
Yeah.
the.
Hold, please.
We
Yes.
got live football going
Oh,
on.
here we
We're
got
doing-
live
They
football.
he just.
Those Los Angeles Rams.
Here you go.
man.
Turn around. Boom.
Boom!
Boom goes the
Fumble
dynamite.
Fuck you,
liar.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh, guess
Yeah.
what? The turf's gonna catch on fire.
Conspiracy.
Holy
That's what that
shit,
was.
Steve! This is so loud in my ears right now.
You need to turn down. Hold on.
Well, he just turned it up.
Oh, okay.
I guess
turn
I could
Joe's
turn
down.
mine down.
Yeah, turn Joe's down. That's better.
But I just don't.
No, that's
why?
not-
Why do we
right.
have shout your abortion? Shouldn't that be a personal?
I'm good.
Why do we need to know that's?
No, well,
what
that
you're
was my whole
doing,
point.
you know?
And so I put the old Robert Downey Jr. rolling his eyes photo on there. And I think you wrote it down, but I said the irony is how many of these women, which I'm just making this up, but how many do you think have semicolon tattoos that are hashtagging shout your abortion? Because, that child that you aborted, I guess it's got a period tattoo.
that's a period on that
Because
part of your
Jesus.
life.
It's
His or her story. There's no more to it.
yeah. The
Cue the violin music, Jay.
Oh my God.
yeah the owner or the CEO of Planned Parenthood hasn't been on trial for like the whole past 2 weeks in Congress. Oh, she's been getting grilled like a fucking hamburger this week. They've been going all over because those videos that popped up on TV.
Is that my phone? Sorry.
Yeah.
Jesus
Forgot
Christ.
to turn it on.
God, fucking
But
kids.
it goes back
nowadays.
to the whole Joe. I go, hey, overpopulation. Joe goes, Green Bowl, Missouri, or whatever. Bowling Green, Missouri. Yeah, there's no one there. But I would think, shouldn't we be not having kids we don't want to have, kind of thing?
Well,
I
that's
don't mean go kill children, but just hey, how about we just
Well,
wear a condom, pull out if anything. you
well,
know?
what's
do
hilarious?
something to
You look at the numbers.
Be
you
responsible.
think about all these hardcore. And look, I'm not gonna.
Tumblr cunts.
Hashtag that shit right
now, look,
there. I like that.
I'm not gonna center. I'm not gonna center out like one religion, but like these fucking hardcore Christians, the Baptists, all this other shit. When you go to states like Texas, Mississippi, all the other, it seems like you're down south states where like inbreeding is cool and just you're run by a bunch of fucktards.
touchdown.
Oh, awesome.
Tavon Austin's
The thing
dancing.
is, all they preach is abstinence. Abstinence this, abstinence that. You don't fucking educate on birth control or these other options, okay? And you know what's fucking hilarious?
Yeah.
Especially my favorite state of fucking Texas. The reason I say it's my favorite state is I fucking hate the state of Texas.
I don't mind Texas.
These motherfuckers down there especially. Sorry, I'm a little buzzed.
I don't mind Texas. It's fucking Arizona I can't stand.
Yeah.
Wow,
So-
that was powerful.
But
Oh shit, that's
in all these states where they preach all this, it's just abstinence. There's no birth control, there's no condoms, there's no nothing. They have the highest pregnancy rate, especially among teens and shit. It's like,
Well,
this is where education comes into play. You got to educate the kids on all their options.
It's like you can only shoot it on your sister's face so many times. You're going to get her impregnated down there in Mississippi
Well,
eventually.
it could go back to what we've discussed multiple times, where we go, if you want to get political with it, as far as Republican, being the state of Texas, big Republican state.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They seem to sure care a hell of a whole lot about the kids before they're born, but after they're born, fuck them, right?
Well, yeah.
We're not
But
going to.
then
We don't
also
want to
the,
do anything.
literally,
as far as-
or-
well, no.
Oh, okay.
Well, think about like
Jerry Fogel
Yeah.
situation.
I
But
want.
no, hey, we're pro death penalty. We'll kill you right away. You know.
Right.
Oh fuck yeah!
But we-
Rick
you know-
Perry especially.
You know,
When
so
that
it's like, it's so
douchebag-
weird. Hey, in the womb, before the womb or in the womb, we care all about you. But then when you're out of the womb, you're on your own.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, just
So-
come out and say, look, let's not get political, but you're fucking pro-birth. You're not pro-life.
exactly.
You're fucking like Rick Perry, this fucking guy. Fuck you and your reading glasses, Rick Perry. I'm going to run you out of the fucking
And also,
Dodge Ram truck, you piece of
Fuck
shit.
you, Rick Perry, for leaving Journey. Jesus Christ.
But this guy, I remember he was doing his presidential, like, the debate shit. And they talked about how his state has executed more people than anything else. And the, the right-wing people there, like, fucking were clapping, giving a standing ovation. I'm like, now, I don't follow politics, but if you're pro-life, I'm thinking capital punishment where you're ending life. I'm like,
They kind of
There's always a
kinda-
fine
contradict
line.
each other.
Yeah.
It's called hypocrisy, maybe?
A little bit.
Oh, okay.
Look, I don't give a
gotcha.
fuck about your political party, but I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't say you're pro-life and then you're like you're pro-execution.
Can't-
But
Why
anyway.
not?
Oh, hey, fuck, dude, I'm not fucking Christian. Kill these motherfuckers, especially the rapists and murderers. Fry these motherfuckers.
Tony, that's like half my family.
Man, Tony just turned into the Punisher real quick.
I'm
Yeah,
just
you did.
saying.
Hey,
The rapist. The
That's
sadist.
pretty American Sniper of you, Tony.
I just watched
okay.
a 4-year-old's head blow up when I shot it with a 50 caliber. Oh, okay.
I don't give a
Nice
fuck.
job.
Hey, whatever puts more material in my spank bank. Let's get really drunk and
over
be
the
inappropriate
line.
today.
Over the line, Smokey. Over the line.
And I'm gonna get another beer because I'm. My
So that was really my whole point, though, with Planned Parenthood. I just kind of roll my eyes any time now that I see on social media.
That
I'm
is
like,
the-
you had an abortion. Congratulations. Why do you want everybody to know that?
That's not something you advertise.
No.
That's personal and private.
That's why,
but-
like
And
Facebook
it's your
and Twitter,
business. What
that's
you
your.
did was your business.
Why is that your journal all of a sudden?
It's not a big deal, but the problem is, it's like, okay, I know it's not politically correct to say, but it's like, why are you a whore so much?
Oh gosh.
I know.
Serious. Every time.
Oh.
Every time.
Why are you a whore so much?
Stop being. You could be a little bit of a whore. Just don't be it so much. That's what he's trying to get across.
What other way can you not say that, hey, I'm having sex with somebody all the time, but, oh, God, if I go out there and get pregnant, man, I can abort that thing faster than a fucking
But the
deer
thing
getting
is,
hit
with
by a
Planned
car.
Parenthood, you don't really want to. Abortions can wreck your body as a woman.
And I don't-
B,
yeah.
it's more expensive
Oh.
to get an abortion than buy a pack
Yeah,
of condoms.
I
Yeah.
think Planned
I think
Parenthood. Their
that's
whole
kind of
thing
a
is
last
probably not
ditch
to go.
effort.
That's like exactly. That's like this is
Yes.
the last thing we could possibly do. Let's educate would probably be the best possible thing. Let's educate. Let's
Let's
protect,
not raise
know.
this child in East St. Louis. Let's throw me up a
Yeah, it's
or
like,
throw me down a flight of stairs.
oh, the woman's body's more important. Yeah, it wasn't important when she's getting a 12-inch dick stuck in her when she's having sex, so fucking whatever.
Fuck, you just
12-inch dick.
Jesus.
I was not
doubling
there,
me
sir.
up.
Well, I mean, I was just trying to go towards a specific thing. But
What I love about you, Steve, is you never want to go too far.
I don't give a shit. That type
I
of
think
stuff
Steve has called women whores on 7 episodes so
there,
far.
I'll say it again. Whore, whore, whore.
Okay.
It's been documented.
Yep. It's on there.
I'm making note of that. Okay.
I think we've gone as far as we're going to go with abortion.
Yeah.
Like, shout
Thanks,
your
Joe.
abortions.
Start off a holy Sunday
I don't
Exactly.
think I
We are on a
don't think I
Sunday talking
really.
about
I don't
this.
think I ruined the Sabbath. I think Steve just kind of got into the whore thing.
He does what
I
he
was just
does.
bringing up an observation,
Yeah,
which I
the,
do.
the
on.
Holy
'Cause
Spirit. The Holy Spirit just roll over and.
I'm
it's
very-
I'll bring up the next observation I had in regards to social, political stuff that I don't agree with in regards to the Stop Heroin Movement.
Ooh.
It's something that's really big here in St. Louis. You see it on billboards everywhere. It's the not even once hashtag that you see sometimes associated with it.
Now, with me being a heroin dealer, I take offense to this.
I would too as well.
Fuckers.
Because I am of the big belief that there should be big deregulation when it comes to any drug, to be honest with you. Because if you're stupid enough to get hooked into that shit, hey, what you do is your own business. It could help our government tax the shit out of those drugs, regulate it to the point where we, try to hamper the drug cartels. But, I don't think it should be out there on billboards. We shouldn't be raising money to stop heroin. I mean, drugs are going to happen. People are going to take drugs when they want to take drugs. As much as you want to educate somebody about something, if they want to take heroin of all the drugs, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
So fuck them, man. You're going to OD? Sorry. You're stupid enough to get started on
If
it.
you want to do heroin or even cocaine, if you want to do cocaine, you can fucking be a quarterback at Mizzou.
Hashtag Matty Malk.
Hashtag Matty Mock, dumbass. And especially in that scenario, you have your whole. You were given the whole. You had a free education. You had a free ride. Basically, a free ride at life. You're the king of the campus. You got everything in front of you. Boom. Hey,
Yeah.
I'd rather do drugs than fucking play
For
football.
anyone that doesn't
you
know, we're talking about the quarterback for the University of Missouri
was suspended this week.
probably going to get ousted because
There's rumors,
there's some
unconfirmed
pretty specific
rumors, but yeah,
and unconfirmed rumors that he's been probably dealing coke.
he's on the booger sugar.
He
He's on the
is.
booger sugar.
But man, that explains a lot. He's got a lot of energy, but I guess we know why now.
Zero accuracy, but a lot of energy.
Zero
Well,
accuracy.
does anyone disagree with the whole drug thing in regards to in The Wire? I'm a big fan of the show The Wire.
Mhm.
They had what was called Hamsterdam, where they basically the war on drugs. They said this is not working. They took a portion of Baltimore and they said, "Here, this is where you have to have your playground for all the drugs. Whatever you guys want to sell, it's legal here, but you keep it
Yeah.
here. You do it here." Basically, turning a blind eye to all of that nonsense. So, I agree with the Wire's take on it. That what's the point in fighting a war that you don't need to fight a war on?
So, Matt, hypothetically, like The Wire,
Mhm.
Amsterdam, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was
Yeah.
called. I don't want to pick on East St. Louis, but it's a shithole.
Yeah.
If you made those drugs legal in the city limits of East St. Louis, do you think it would do wonders for the city of St. Louis?
City
Say,
of
you know
St.
what?
Louis or East St. Louis?
Of St. Louis.
To make all that stuff shift.
You know
to
what?
over
If
there.
you want to do it in this small vicinity over the river, go
Mhm.
for it. But if you bring it across lines, we're going to have people
That's when
waiting
you have a
for
problem.
you.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, there's something I heard about. I'll keep this really brief because I don't want to. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Good,
But
'cause I'm bored.
yeah, I occasionally watch Real Time with Bill Maher on
Mhm.
HBO.
Oh, yeah. I love Bill Maher.
And dude's hilarious. He had a guy on. They did an experiment with mice. Of course, you always do experiments with mice about like communities and drug use. Long story short, they had mice where they had them in an environment where they had like nothing to do, no activities whatsoever, and they had it was like water bottles. So one water bottle. They had two water bottles in like these settings. One was laced with heroin. The other one was just straight up like water or whatever. The mice that were in these environments where they had no activities whatsoever, all they did was they drank the water laced with heroin. It's like they were totally drawn to that. You then go to these other mice where they were forced.
To do anal.
Yeah, they
Oh.
had anal, a hamster wheel, or their mazes, shit to do.
Yeah.
They drank mostly water, but they occasionally touched on it was like a what do they call it? Social use, I guess, of the water laced with heroin. So it's kind of like, depending on what your environment is, if you've got, I don't know, some form of social activity, maybe you have, I don't know, jobs, just something where your main focus is not just fucking getting high, it like makes you think. But when you want to help impoverished areas, like the people that are being affected, they have to be willing to work with you also. You can give them all the opportunity in the world, but if they don't want to seize that, or take advantage of it, what does it matter? But obviously, I don't think you're going to see shit like heroin get legal by any means.
No,
But
it won't ever happen.
I think
but
marijuana is going to get to a point to where I see that happening in the future. It's already happening now.
I
Down
honestly
the road,
think
it will.
we'll get to the point where you'll go into a Quick Mart or a gas station and you'll ask for a pack of marijuana. I honestly do. I think it's going to happen because there's no difference in the effect that when you smoke that versus drinking a 6-pack of beer, right? So
As long as you don't do it while you're
Well,
operating machinery. And
exactly.
Stuff,
Do it responsibly. And
Yeah.
the people that don't do it responsibly, they're punished accordingly, right?
It's the same thing with alcohol. Honestly,
Exactly.
it's just same.
Well,
deal.
my family in Southern Illinois, they have a farm out there, and half a mile from the farm now, they have a giant warehouse they just built. What do you think they're growing there?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got a lot of that.
It's hemp. if I may
Asparagus?
say.
It's hemp.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
For clothing
it's asparagus
purposes.
that you can inhale,
Oh, okay.
and it makes you hungry.
I see. Nice.
But yeah, because they have some dispensaries around there, like medical wise, and they're growing it out in the middle of farms, and it's literally right down the country road. So I'm probably going to take a trip over there.
I
Need
just
to get my card.
I guess the whole point is
Hang
to
out with
say,
grandma.
why are we spending so much time on trying to stop it instead of saying people are going to do it anyway, right? When people are going to do something anyway, you let them kind of do it, but then you regulate it from there.
Yeah.
You know? It's
That's the whole war on drugs, though.
it's
It's been going on
stupid
for 30 years, and really nobody's stopped it. It's because honestly, I think it's like prohibition used to be. You can't regulate it. You can't make money off of it. So you're gonna get slapped on the wrist or thrown in jail if you're distributing. But I do agree, heroin, cocaine, stuff like that shouldn't really be rampant.
Mhm.
Weed's not gonna kill anybody.
No.
It's no worse than drinking alcohol.
But you think it'll the population that wants to let their lives be controlled by it, let their lives be controlled by it, and eventually they'll lose that life. They'll either die from overdose or they'll do it to the point where, hey, I can't hold a job.
And half of those shitheads live in Ohio anyway, so who gives a shit?
Pretty much.
Where's Matty Mock from?
Ohio.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, has anybody been to like Columbus, Ohio?
No.
Sorry, Columbus.
I've been to Dayton.
I like Findlay, Ohio, and wherever Cedar Point is, Sandusky.
Sandusky, yep.
Man, Columbus and stuff. Whew. It's like an episode of Cops everywhere you go. It's just fucking white trash everywhere, man.
Nice.
I'm not even lying.
So, but yeah, we're getting very political with this episode. It's kind of just going that natural direction. So let's stay. You want to stay
I haven't
there?
said anything political.
Are we
I
going to
just said
talk
whole.
about Mexican pregnancies next?
from South Park. Send in the pregnant women.
The
Okay.
Syrian children.
Hi, this is Martin
This is Eric. And Augustus.
from Two Legged Tie, and you're listening to the Nerdcast on the Inside Joke, Outside Voice podcast network.
Then let's stay political with it. Then school shootings
Oh,
recently in the
fuck.
news.
I'm for them. I mean,
because it was Oregon, right? It was
yeah,
it was
Oregon.
It's like a community
It
college.
was at a
in
community,
Oregon.
of all places, a community college.
know.
These are people that have no idea what they're doing with their lives. They're trying to figure it out.
People still wearing their Letterman jackets there for crying out loud.
It was awful. It was a community college, Oregon, and 10 people confirmed dead, I think is what it was, but multiple others injured. I
Something.
didn't follow it that close, to be honest.
Here's the
with you.
thing, which my mom brought up a good point also. And Obama's fine. He's cool. But he also has nothing to lose now. He's got, a year and a half left. He can tweet and all the shit he wants. He's not up for re-election.
Right.
Why? Steve does the double jerk off into his mouth. Man, Obama's backyard, Chicago, right?
Yes.
And I haven't looked at the exact stats, but apparently there's been 50 shootings the last 2 weekends in Chicago alone. Yet
Shootings, but not deaths, right?
No.
Oh, I'm-
They're
We're talking
all
confirmed
shooting-
kills.
They're
You
dead.
got confirmed
there's
kills.
definitely
Jesus.
Chris Kyle confirmed kills out there. The Navy can get us.
It's
give
like
us
Call of
stats.
Duty Online in the south side of Chicago.
Right. And we have a school shooting.
Mhm.
People just fucking blow up, and
But yet, when
then we get tweets even from the president like, man, here's our school shootings versus terrorism deaths. I'm like, you didn't talk about your backyard that you're from, though. I think it's all the media, too.
It is.
And we'll put up like a plaque at that community college, and somebody's kid or mom or dad's dead in Chicago, and they'll get swept.
Yeah,
up
but
the
little
rug.
James that lives outside of Chicago, who got the fucking shit blown out of him by a gang member. Oh no, fuck him.
And
It's
to
no
be
big
fair,
deal.
also we live in St. Louis, which I haven't kept up the last 2 days, but I know it was 154 homicides just in the city of St. Louis this year. So if you want
But
to
yet,
compare
school
that,
shootings, Facebook blows up, Twitter.
oh yeah,
blows
because
up.
it's a school.
And
Okay,
it-
so let's have a gang member just go to let's have him go to SLU or something and shoot it up. Is that going to get more attention, or is that just different?
Well, it reminds me of always the Heath Ledger memes. You know what?
Yeah.
When he's talking to Aaron Eckhart or Harvey Dent in the hospital. Like, if a shooting happens in the south side of Chicago, it's all part of the plan.
Mhm.
But if I go to a community college and shoot somebody up, everybody loses their minds.
Yeah,
It's the same thing. I think it was 4th of July last year. 4th of July. The number, in one night, the amount of shootings and or deaths, it was fucking astronomical.
Mm-hmm.
News coverage, nothing.
No.
Nope. It's and this whole, like you said, like Obama or any other politician, when their term is near, like when it's about over and they have nothing left to lose.
Well, they're a lame duck president
Yeah,
at that
they'll
point.
do whatever. But the thing is, like when they're in the heart of their presidency, it's like, well, I can't say this.
No.
I really can't say that. So I just got to sit there and act like a cowardly little bitch.
And
I'm
it's
like,
really weird because Obama was elected in 2008, right?
Yeah.
So that was kind of when social media started getting big. I'm really curious going forward how presidents are going to be or what their role in social media will be. Say if Hillary or Jeb Bush, whoever the hell gets elected, Donald Trump, just kidding, he ain't going to get elected. But
no, but if he did, it'd be hilarious because
Oh,
he'd be like,
probably.
he'd be like,
Funny Twitter
fuck
follow, yeah.
Putin.
well, he's already on
Twitter.
social media. But
Yeah.
like, it's really weird to think like now your president could be just tweeting shit. But I think like now Obama, he could pretty much say whatever the hell he wants. It doesn't matter. He's writing it out till January of 2017, right? Yeah,
What?
Obama.
No, it's this November's election.
Yes,
Next,
the
no-
26
next
yeah,
November.
2016
He's
is when he's out.
inaugurated. Yeah.
Well, but the other guy actually gets sworn in, or woman.
Yeah, January. the
January.
following, yes.
Yeah,
I have to
20
say,
yeah,
or,
yeah.
I have to say, or a woman now.
Yeah,
we got a couple viable candidates.
Because okay,
Yeah.
here's the thing. On a local radio show here in St. Louis, they brought up the question of, is it time yet to declare that we have domestic terrorism? And I think using the word terrorism is why it turned a lot of people off, saying things have gotten so bad, where, like in Chicago
Yeah.
or here in St. Louis, why has the army... Okay, we send a lot of troops overseas. Why do we not have troops in our cities? And saying, hey...
I don't know.
We're saying we don't have enough local funds to do this. I know for sure we have enough federal funds going into the military. Call up, Fort, what it was near us,
Is that
Fort
Leonard
Leonard
Wood?
Leonard Wood.
Yeah.
Call up Fort Leonard Wood. Have them come down.
Scott Air Force Base.
Because okay, here was another big story here in St. Louis. We had a guy walking home from Busch Stadium.
Oh yeah,
shit.
this guy.
He was walking home from Busch Stadium with his girlfriend, right? Or walking to their car from Busch Stadium. And
They
he-
left
or
a
was
little-
it his girlfriend or his mom? Well,
I
this
think
was the mom,
It was
right?
his girlfriend.
His mom was having her 60th birthday at Busch
Okay.
Stadium, so he and
Alright.
his siblings were there, and I think he was with his girlfriend.
And he was-
he wasn't with his
he
mom.
was
Yeah.
he was a vet of Afghanistan, I believe. Correct.
He was
a
one
veteran,
of them,
right?
yeah.
I
he's
just
a
know he
vet.
was walking to his car
He
with
was
his
walking
girlfriend.
to his car, and guy mugged him, and they gave up all their belongings,
Wallets and
personally.
stuff.
They gave wallets, purses, all that stuff. They gave him, hey, here, take it. I don't give a crap. Take my money. But then the guy that stole from him shot the vet in the back.
Right.
Shot him in the back as they were running away,
Mm-hmm.
and he's paralyzed now. And this is what started the conversation on the radio show I was listening to, saying, wouldn't you feel better if you had military presence all over the city? And I don't mean just... I mean, a Cardinals game is a big gathering downtown. That's a huge issue here in St. Louis. Yeah, that's a big doing. St. Louis Cardinals game, there's going to be tons of people.
Ballpark Village is just bait now, it
Yeah.
seems like, yeah.
And it's like, okay... And the people are like, well, there's a lot of debate against it, saying, hey, that's not what we need. We don't want more military presence. We want, we want a more peaceful city. I was like, but to get to peace, don't you need to take that dramatic step of saying we need the military presence here? Because then that's part of being a good citizen. Behave yourself. I
Yeah.
think that's overlooked so much of what's wrong with people? Why can't people just be? And a lot of people try to turn it into a racial thing or
you'll
a
get
social
the whole,
thing.
Oh man, it's our education system though. They don't know any better.
And see, that's the whole point. It starts at home, and it's a matter of just behave yourself. Be a good person and not do what you know is wrong. And the fact that have we really thought as a society, have we learned or have we unlearned what's the difference between right and wrong? And we can't figure that out.
Well, what city had our biggest terrorist attack ever? You never hear a goddamn thing happening there.
Yeah, New York.
But do they
Do
don't
you ever hear anything about New York had this?
No.
Guess
and
why?
it's-
Because there's guys fucking running with AR-15s standing
Yeah.
in the subway every fucking
Still?
day. They are still there.
really?
And you think about Chicago, it has a ton of shootings too. New York and Chicago are infinitely larger than St.
Yeah,
Louis.
but
Yet St. Louis still
And
has
here's
it.
the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the thing. I like that you brought the AR-15. This was another topic they brought up was why are our police giving military-grade weapons and protection? I'm like, why
Well,
not?
Why not?
Exactly. Because if you're trying to police a state that is uncontrolled, how do you get control?
You
Go
br-
military, right?
you Bring
Yeah.
in the big
Yeah,
guns. It's
exactly.
very simple.
So I just don't know what
Is
that
that-
is.
There's some
I think
knocking on
we have the police trying to break in.
Popos are listening, yeah.
So, yeah,
I think that was
Yeah,
upstairs.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
he knows what they're doing.
Our food has arrived.
Maybe
That's
that
why
picked up
Yeah.
on our ultra cool microphones that we have.
Dude,
Yeah.
between these microphones and our headphones now, we have a legit setup.
You're welcome.
I know,
Yeah.
sorry, we're kind of going off topic here.
Sound guy went total sound guy. on
Sound
us.
guy bought
And
some
now we
legit
can hear
shit.
some
We can hear
sound, dude.
everything.
So, yeah,
I can hear the orgasm of the chick next door. Sorry, was that too much information?
nice.
Oh, well, the screen is open. That might be why.
What do you say?
My mom lives next door. And Dad's not home.
Uh-oh. Hey, there's some beaver tails right there.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
So I just think that okay, let's go. Let's wrap that part up. We're gonna say school shootings.
Here's
know-
what I said. Do you think I'm being a dick also, to wrap that up? I told,
Take a picture of that and tweet that.
right, Steve's dad has a sign that says, my right to have them, not yours to take them away. Also, fuck you, Mexicans.
And
It's got a
we
picture
also
of a
have
bunch of...
Tony,
No-
yeah, on Tony's house.
Or Steve's dad basically is telling you, you will get shot if you come into this house.
I love that sign. No trespassing. Violators will be shot.
And again,
Survivors will be shot again.
hey Tony, let's preface this before
All right.
Joe takes on his statement.
Go ahead.
We're neither right wing, left wing, Republican, Democrat. I think we all at this podcast are just behave yourself is what we are.
It's a
basically.
common sense mentality.
We're
here.
very common sense in regards to when it comes political stuff that we discuss. There's no right or wrong, I guess. We all have our own views, but it's just I think we all agree we prefer the common sense behave yourself mentality. That's all.
Just don't get yeah, that's fine, but don't get fucking crazy one way religious
One
or
way, the
one
other
way
way,
political.
the other. Yeah.
Be like, okay, what like everybody wants to fucking bash on the Constitution. It was fucking written for a reason. Follow it. It's not that hard.
Yeah,
But
to
like,
keep
we got-
slavery.
yeah. Pick my cotton. Yeah, but no, it's
Jesus
just,
Christ.
Steve always takes it another
But no,
notch.
I mean, it's the thing is abolish slavery. There's no reason for it. It's like because it's a good way of looking at it. It's like, well, we need to change it because this is wrong. It's like, what's wrong about it? They're like, well, people are abusing it. No, it's just that's your interpretation. That's everybody's problem nowadays. It's the way you interpret it. Matt, you can do it one way. Joe can do it one way. Tony can do it one way. I do it one way. But the thing is, everybody's going to meet in the middle some way.
That's the point. You have to meet in the middle. You have to compromise. Meet in the middle somewhere.
Just don't
You-
take
you
away
have to
Snapchat.
You just have to have a set of guidelines to start. You have to have a starting point. Is what I think Steve's trying to get at. You have to have a starting point to start somewhere, and then meet in the middle to make it make sense in today's society, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because you have, like, oh, somebody just shot up a school. Take all the guns away. It's like, that's
Well,
not going to do anything because.
But you're going way.
Well, I know,
Yeah,
but
far,
that's the
yeah.
problem. It's like something like this happens. You have responsible people, or it's like, somebody was armed there. He
Yeah.
wouldn't have made it. But
Well,
the
see-
other problem, it's like,
Anytime it seems like there's a school shooting, and this is going to be somewhat of an exaggeration, but you got the people on the left wing, your liberals. All right, they're like fucking ban everything, take the guns away, no problem. Now, I have zero issue with the NRA, but I think Wayne LaPierre is a fucking douchebag because it seems like anytime there is some type of school shooting or a mass shooting, okay, everybody of course wants to like say it's like, I think they want to target the NRA. They want to target that one institution that's so pro-gun, which... Okay,
Guns don't kill people. People kill
exactly.
people.
Okay,
Yeah.
which
He's
is
got
fine.
a point.
I've got no problems with. Yeah, I have no problems with the right to bear arms. But also, you can't be like this fucking guy who is like, well, if all the teachers were packing heat and if the students had their fucking conceal and carry, everybody would have been okay. Nobody would have been shot
Which
and
we know
killed.
is ridiculous.
Mom,
Yeah,
did you take
I'm
your
a-
pistol to school
Yeah,
today?
it's kind of like, Jesus Christ.
Where's
It's just-
common sense? Where's common sense in that
Yeah.
equation? It's gone.
And do you want to have a
Yeah.
gun in the classroom with 20
No,
children
of
that
course
are
not.
6 years old?
And again,
Right.
and then we could okay. Let's go further in that example because I'm in the middle of all this. I don't care one way or the other. But I'm going hunting. Do I need a semi-automatic to go hunting? No, you don't need.
It would
that.
probably help a little bit.
if you're a bad shot.
You have to just yell, "It's coming right for us."
I just want a
But if you're-
bazooka.
hey,
Yeah,
if you're-
exactly.
if you're Doc Brown, do you need a semi-automatic? I don't think if you're Doc Brown, you need a semi-automatic.
No, you just need something that shoots a fleas of a dog at 500 yards.
And it's pointed straight at your head, Tannen.
I told my parents though, and my mom kind of said, "Yeah, I see your point." My dad disagreed with me.
Because this going back to what you're saying.
Yes, this is going back to the
Okay.
school shooting.
Okay.
I said, "I honestly don't care. It doesn't affect me." My
So-
dad goes, "That's a bad way of looking at it." I go, "Years ago, before social media and everything was instant, I go, somebody could have got shot up in Oregon. None of us would know,
That's what I
and
know.
it wouldn't affect our daily lives." I think everything now is just every time I hear about a shooting, I'm like, you know what? Until somebody I know is getting shot, I'm like, oh fuck, that sucks. I'm pissed off, but man, I don't care.
It's
anymore.
too difficult of a. Does it make you a dick? No, it doesn't make you a dick. But it's also a matter of the reason
and
why
we
these
get
guys-
the, we get the
reason
running
why-
tally of those dead and those that are shot, and we got dudes recording shit on Facebook now, shooting up newscasters, and just wait, that'll happen again. That's shit.
It's
Somebody's
just like,
going, oh fuck,
well,
I got to get
no,
a
it's just like
GoPro
this.
now.
You have they had back when there was a big mass shooting back earlier this year. There was a mass stabbing at a mall, and
Yeah.
they're like, and that's the thing. It's like that's not the big
That
deal.
happens in
But-
every once in a while too, because they don't have guns, so a
and
guy will
that's-
take a
that-
knife
it
to
was
a
over
mall
there.
or something.
But here's
Yeah.
the thing: what does it take to have another fucking Timothy McVeigh? Everybody's like, you don't need a fucking gun. You can have some,
fertilizer in a van.
yeah. You can
I mean,
some
fuck.
son of a
And a
bitch.
creepy sidekick, too.
Anybody,
Right.
like, yeah. Hey, I'm moving to Arizona. He rents it from somewhere. He goes and parks it in front of a fucking college, like wherever, and
Walks away like Kaiser
runs
Soze.
it, and boom.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Well-
and that's the thing is just like, oh my god, that's homegrown terrorism. Somebody blows up a fucking college with a fertilizer bomb, but then somebody shoots up and kills 10 people. It's like,
We
what's
have more
where's the
people.
difference at?
We have more people in the world we've ever had in history, and you can't weed out every asshole.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Well, I think it goes to maybe I'm interpreting it this way. You tell me if I'm wrong. It's going to where Joe's saying because we give them so much media and social attention,
Yeah.
this is why it keeps happening.
We know their first, middle, and last name.
If we
Yeah.
didn't give them any attention and said what you're doing at this point, and I hate to say it because I don't
It's
want to
like,
take it.
oh,
It's not something to take
Keenan
lightly.
Ivory Wayans just shut up. Parktown Middle School. It's like, why the fuck do I need to know his
Well,
full
no,
name?
it's a matter of do they keep doing it because they want the attention? Because most of these guys either kill themselves when they're doing it or they're put to death after the fact. But maybe if they're given so much attention, is it giving people the idea to do it when before maybe if we didn't give them as much attention, they would stop doing
I
it.
think people say that all the time, and
it
there's
depen-
no way news will do that because it's all.
Oh
about
no,
ratings.
no! Because I'm sorry, but CNN that they have on at work.
CNN is dog
and,
shit.
and this is the thing is
Most of the big
all
news
all
networks
kept
are
saying-
anymore.
All they kept putting on there was the quotes on social media. Like, obviously, the more people you kill, the more you're in the limelight. It's like that's not. Who gives a shit what he said? The whole thing is he just killed 10 people. That should be important. What he put on social media 2 months ago, did he shoot up a school 2 months ago? No, he didn't. He shot somebody up, killed people, and that's it. But they want to fucking look at, he had 15 rifles at his apartment and 3 handguns. It's like, it doesn't fucking matter what he had. He could have fucking rolled up in his
He
fucking...
plays Grand Theft Auto also.
Yeah, it's... he had a PlayStation that had Grand Theft
Well-
Auto. It's like, it doesn't matter. He could have drove it with his fucking car
Whether
with
he
a
had Grand
bomb
Theft
and
Auto
blown
had-
it up.
he was either psycho to begin with,
Exactly.
or there was already something within that person that made them that way.
Right.
So,
It's going to be a vicious cycle. I don't know if there's any way you can kind of correct anything. like what Joe was saying before, like it doesn't really affect me. So
I haven't read shit about the Oregon shooting.
I
neither
I don't
don't.
care anymore.
Because
But
that's
I
the
had to
thing,
watch
though.
it
It's
at
gotten
work.
to that point where we stopped caring because it's become so commonplace.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
you're.
no,
But
it's
if I
not
did
that, but
care,
it's
am I
just they
supposed to go
fucking-
on Twitter and hashtag my abortion along with my semicolon
they
tattoo
over-
and
they
maybe
over-
Snapchat a
the over,
picture of my dick to
They
Matt
over
Solomon.
politicize it. It's so, CNN is just like it's this problem. It's like they get so fucking on one subject. It's like get off it.
Here's the thing about CNN, real quick. The reason why I will never watch CNN for anything.
God.
I don't watch any of those stations.
Well, I don't.
anymore.
I
I don't
have
Fox,
either.
CNN, MSNBC
I
are
have
all
to
just
because it's on at
dog
work
shit.
every fucking day.
Well,
yeah,
the whole thing with remember that Malaysian airline shit.
Yeah, they
when it fucking disappeared, and
They
they couldn't
butchered
find
that.
anything.
Oh
Okay,
my
that's
God.
all they fucking covered, and they were actually talking about either wormholes or black holes as one of the reasons this fucking thing disappeared.
I'm sure Neil deGrasse Tyson really enjoyed
And I'm
that.
like, and it's the same thing. Like I remember, I saw a clip. Like, look, I don't give a fuck about Rush Limbaugh, the fucking right or whatever. But when I heard there was a clip of him online saying, like, how can you believe in God and believe in man-made global warming? When I hear comments like that, then I hear fucking comments from CNN talking about, I wonder if the plane maybe went through a wormhole.
Yeah.
And that's why we can't find it. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Look, I
actually didn't know they were talking about a
dude.
wormhole.
No,
That's
yeah, they were.
hilarious.
It was hilarious. Like, look, I'm in the fucking basement.
They have to have something to talk about, I guess, because they have to stay on the air 24/7
Yeah,
talking
that's
about
all
that
much.
topic.
That's the thing. I'm in a fucking basement right now with 4 or 3 other of my friends here,
And we're naked,
and we're naked,
and we're drinking beer.
drinking
And
beer.
me and Joe are about ready to dock too.
Yeah.
Do you still have? Do you have enough foreskin to do that?
I do.
Okay, good.
Anyway,
Stretch it out.
my
stretch
whole
it out.
point. My whole point is that I feel like we have more fucking credibility than some of these shitholes like fucking CNN.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, that's what it ties into now. I think journalism is pretty loose. You don't really have to do a whole lot to excel in it.
They
But-
actually have people like every media outlet. I shit you not. There are people that do this every day. They stare at a screen and they watch Twitter and Facebook. That's all they do because that's how this shit goes. Something happens. It's like, oh hey, guess what? A bird just died and it got shot by a bazooka. Let's cover it. It's like,
I think
oh.
every major media, they'll have a few credible people on that station, but 18 hours of the day, it's filler. That's all
Oh my
it
God!
is.
Kim
Well-
Kardashian just got a jizz bomb on Los Angeles Boulevard. Yes, let's go cover it.
Do you
Well, I
have
would
a
watch
website
that.
I could look that? Yeah,
Yeah.
I would look that
Well,
up right now.
She's a whore.
but what Joe was saying
Why?
though, real quick, when he said like this doesn't.
Steve's stance on women stands the same. As
When
always.
when Joe said that Oregon shooting, like it doesn't affect him, okay?
Yeah.
Which, okay, yeah, I understand. And of course, social media today, like, yeah, you rewind 10, fucking 20 years. That
You can't get away from
Yeah,
it if
yeah.
you're on
Well,
social
here it's,
media.
It's
it's
gone.
politically correct for us to say, Joe, you should care about it, right?
Why?
But-
But I take the South Park stand.
Where it's like,
so.
you know,
But it's like how much? Okay, yeah, I do agree with Joe to a point. I'm like, I'm tired of hearing about all this shit. But
Oh God,
How
there's
much-
a but.
yeah, no, but how much? Like the whole, I'm all, dude. I love ignorance is bliss. Somebody asked me, especially at work, when somebody asks me a question, I say I don't know, so you'd never fucking bug me again. But again, I hate my fucking job. I love ignorance is bliss to a point, but I'm like, again, a thing like this Oregon shooting is important, but I'm not some social justice warrior. I'm not some fucking social media warrior where I'm going
Right.
to hashtag everything and like do some armchair quarterback type bullshit. It's,
Yeah.
dude, America.
And it's that
It's just-
topic that I don't care about, really.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't care people died. I just, man,
Well,
I don't
and
need to
that's a
hear.
good
I don't need
that's,
to.
That's good that you clarify.
Yeah,
that. It's
Yeah.
I
important,
don't
yeah.
need to hear about it for 2 weeks straight, which is going to
Yeah.
happen.
Dude, like,
Because now we're
well,
going to get into this guy's psyche. Now we're going to hear the stories that come
Which,
out.
who cares about his psyche? He was a fucking
Yeah.
psycho. is
Oh,
what
dude,
it
you're going to
was.
hear all about
Exactly.
him because he's dead now. Because
Yeah.
now they have to do digging. If he were
Yeah.
alive, they would have grilled him, interrogated him.
He's a social media martyr. Ugh.
it's just the American.
God, this guy shopped at
Because
IKEA 2 weeks ago.
I'll say
Oh,
that this is
yes.
this is what I saw on this guy so far. He wrote his manifestos. I guess the word I want to use.
Oh, there's
I
usually
hate
a
I
manifesto.
hate everybody. I feel like I'm a loser because I didn't have a girlfriend.
Congratulations.
No shit.
You
like
sound
every
like
other
Avril
teenager-
Lavigne lyrics.
Exactly. You sound like every other fucking
It's
teenager
because you
out
were a
there,
loser.
man.
Yeah.
And it's just, it goes back to the me society I've always harped on previous episodes, where I feel like I gotta make my mark on the world. It's like some people weren't born to have a mark on the world. You're just born to live your life quietly, enjoy it with your friends and your family.
See, Matt,
and that's how you have it.
the way you're talking now, I don't want to embarrass you, Pumpkin Spice, Ginger Spice, but Ginger Spice said Matt's the sweetest guy probably on the
I am a nice
podcast.
guy. I just don't like.
He's got the biggest heart.
But she's
And
not
the
here.
biggest-
Steve is sighing and rolling his eyes.
and the biggest dick.
Oh!
Thank you, Pumpkin.
Stay tuned for episode 18 where we measure dicks.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'll be out
wait,
early.
Is it gender? Is she back to gender? Or is she back to pumpkin?
It's Pumpkin Spice because
Pumpkin.
we're in fall.
We're in fall.
Yeah.
Thank you, pumpkin. I appreciate it.
What happens in winter?
That's hard nipple spice, I think.
Nice.
Headlamp spice. That's
We've
bad.
been very political tone around this episode.
Thank you to everybody that's listening to us.
I don't.
Not
I
just
didn't mean
her.
for it to
Lindsay.
go
Yeah,
this
way
way.
to go.
Who thought
Oh.
we would have done football, politics, and beer all in one episode? Man, this is what we do.
I will give a shout out to Ruth and Lindsay who sit in my row at my place of employment because they listen to all of our shows
Good.
and they actually keep coming
I
back.
know who Ruth is. I don't know if I know
Yep.
Lindsay.
Hashtag
I might.
sexual chocolate.
Oh, my God.
Steve, for the love of fucking God.
Ruth, don't listen to
Edit
him.
that out. Jesus,
No.
Steve.
Ruth-
Tact. Have
Ruth-
some tact.
Yeah, Ruth, that was a compliment, but you got to remember who my brother is.
Yeah. Well, never mind. Yeah,
We-
Steve said
So
it.
what?
here.
We
Yeah.
love you, Ruth.
That's what I was saying. It. Come on. Coming to America.
Thank you, listeners. Oh, Jesus, Steve. Jesus.
Oh,
You
man.
were Steve and all
Ruth,
that.
All
you-
I said, all I said was coming to
Steven.
America. Sexual chocolate, the band. That's all I
Yeah,
was
Ruth,
saying.
you can unsubscribe.
Hi, you're listening to Steve on the Get the Fuck Out of My Country podcast.
Trump for president on the Inside Joke Outside Voice Podcast Network.
What do you guys think
That
about
is not
Trump?
what I meant. I said
I
coming
know,
to
Steve.
America.
I know, Steve.
Coming to America.
Yeah.
God, you're
Wait,
fucking
wait,
stupid.
wait. Is that CUMMING?
Is that the parody or is it the actual Eddie Murphy movie? I don't remember.
Coming in America?
Oh,
Is there a girl?
that's it. That's it.
Yeah, it's,
Oh.
with Prince Albert as the star.
And they had to climb up a Jacob's ladder to get to the window. Do you think my friend Ryan? He was probably being half serious. He's very on the fringe. Also, Ryan's hilarious, but I mean, this dude's got a 900-pound safe with ammunition and money in it, just in case the fucking
World ends.
yes.
Okay, all right.
He would actually be my number one
He's
spot to go if there's
doom
a zombie
prepper. He's a
apocalypse.
doom prepper.
Ryan, we were talking about Donald Trump. He goes, "Fuck, I don't know." He goes, "Maybe America needs a little bit of crazy in the White House."
And I said, at least you'll be entertained. If it
Ah,
happens,
man,
right?
it's
You know?
so bad.
Yeah.
If anybody's been keeping up with South Park, the running joke, I guess you could say, the parody is that it's a Donald Trump lookalike is running Canada, and Canada is now a wasteland.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, nice.
I mean, that's their way of saying, yeah, you might want to be careful. But yes, I agree. He might be funny, but yes, I agree.
He'll run into the ground.
I don't know. Well, we'd have a hot first lady. I guess that would be the one advantage.
Oh,
but
yeah. Well, Parker did bring up a good point. Then I'll get off this fucking presidential political shit.
Yeah, let's
we
go to
something
like
fun.
kid movies and stuff. Yeah.
Parker said he's like, hey,
you want
look.
me to whip my dick out and just put it on the table?
He goes.
So we don't have to do it next episode.
You could put your microphone on it.
He said.
No, it'll be like. I don't know. How that
He said. Parker said, "Look, he's like, I'll give Trump this." He goes, "All the other candidates, they're full of shit." He's like, with Trump, he's like, at least you know what you're.
At least
gonna
you know what
fucking
he's
get.
thinking.
Yeah.
That's his one redeeming quality.
Yeah, he's like Trump. Whatever he says, he fucking means. Everybody else
Yeah.
is like, I'll just say whatever's going to get me a fucking vote.
Yeah,
Because
he's not going to beat around the bush.
When did it become the political
Ugh.
game? It used to. It seemed like, okay, you had Roosevelt in there, like, hey, we're in here for a purpose. And I
Yeah.
think you could even go to Kennedy.
What
was
if they
still,
shave?
he was a politician that you could still get behind and say, hey, he has at least a direction for the country, maybe one direction for the country.
I see what you did there.
That's what I did.
Well
there.
done.
But it turned into a whole game afterwards, where politicians went and said, hey, I don't have everyone's best interest at heart. I don't have the country's best. It just doesn't seem like that anymore. It's now I have this corporation's best interest at heart. When did that start? When do we think that started? I couldn't even tell you when it started, to be honest with
You know, Carson, the Republican candidate, the doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah,
Ben
yeah.
Carson, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were talking about him on
Fuck
Real-
that guy.
Real Time with Bill Maher. See, Tony says, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Good point. And I'm
Because-
I'm actually not bringing that as a good point. He's saying that, and a lot of people on Real Time with Bill Maher were saying that, and Neil deGrasse Tyson was on there, and he just told the guys, he's like, why do you guys fucking talk about people that try to lead our country like that? He goes, you say, and that's in directed Tony, this is talking about the talking heads. He goes, you'll say something about a candidate and you'll rip them apart. He goes, yet you don't have any better idea than they do.
Exactly.
And you don't have anything.
Exactly.
And the reason Neil says that's because he's a scientist. He goes, I'm here to try to educate people. He goes, you guys are making a living on pretty much ripping people down, yet you have nothing else to offer. Which I kind of agree with that.
There's a reason why he's a genius.
Fuck
pretty
off,
much.
Tony.
That's right.
just
Well, he
God
makes a
damn
good point, but what's funny about Ben Carson, okay,
I got my Spider-Man shirt on. Fuck you.
he's a fucking neurosurgeon,
Oh, yeah.
okay? So obviously he believes in some type of science, biology, and shit. But I get that he's a hardcore Christian, okay, that's fucking fine. You want to be...
He has to pander.
Yeah, if you want to be a Christian and you believe in God and all that shit, that's fine. But let me drop some knowledge on you. We have something called science and math. Earth is not 6,000 years old, you dumb fuck.
I haven't even read. I honestly have not paid attention to him.
Jesus. Please do not even bring up the young Earther shit. Oh, my God.
Well, here's the
Is that
thing.
what it's called?
Yes.
Earther?
Yes. It was on. Dave Glover was listening to it the other day.
What,
Well,
people
look.
think the Earth is 6,000 years old?
Yes.
Jesus.
There's people who don't believe the fucking
Jesus,
dinosaurs.
Stephen Tap Dancing Christ.
Yeah.
Or Stephen Hawking.
Or
right?
Stephen Hawking. You are incorrect.
It's like...
Dude, okay, I'm sorry. If anybody says the Earth is
Here's
6,000
the-
years
here's
old,
the
you're
thing
not
that's
ever
been
getting
lost.
my vote.
Here's the thing that's lost, and I don't mean the show lost. Steve
Oh,
earlier
why?
said.
Why?
Steve earlier said, "Hey, we have this Constitution, right? Does everyone remember why this country was founded? Oh, separation of church and state. When did that get lost?
We haven't really done a good job of
We
that
did
in a
a
couple hundred
horrible
years here.
job
Well,
of
also,
separation of
these
church
dumb
and state.
fucks, like you got your Carsons and your Crews and shit, and even McCain, that fucking
They pretty
mummy.
much weed themselves out when they say
Yeah.
shit like that, though.
But this is the thing. They're all like, okay, we are not a Christian nation. We were not founded on Christian principles. They all want to talk about this, that, and all the other thing about the founding fucking fathers. I have a crazy idea. It's called the fucking library, or it's even called Google. You know me, fuck you, Google it. Look it up. Look at some of the founding fathers' fucking quotes.
Joe, let him go.
I like when Tony gets
When
in.
Tony gets passionate about something, you let him go.
About church.
Tony, shut your eyes and just fucking go.
Look at some of these fuckers' quotes about church and state.
Yeah.
They'll let you know exactly what they fucking think about church and state. Like Sarah Palin, I mean, she just fucking.
She's
had
an idiot.
Yeah, well, she had a fucking stroke, and she thinks she can host a talk show.
John McCain shot himself in the head when he put her on his ticket, man. People are like, oh, he's a war vet, he's a decent dude, and he's like, here's Sarah Palin. And everybody's like, who the fuck is that?
I want to drill in Alaska.
Oh,
That's
my
all the
God.
fuck that was.
Man.
So
But look, yeah,
That I wonder if he stays awake at night sometimes.
here's
going,
the difference.
Why did I do
Here's
that?
the difference. There's nothing wrong with a religion of any kind, Christianity,
No.
Muslim, any, as your basis of your guideline for your life, your
Yeah.
morals that will direct you in what you believe. There's nothing wrong with that, but it shouldn't be what
It should
drives
be you
the country.
believing that the Earth is 6,000
Yeah,
years
I
old.
know.
Well, you know what? I thought Rick Santorum was a complete and utter douchebag, and he still may be. But he was actually on Bill Maher a couple weeks ago, and it was just at the very beginning of his show where he talks to him for a couple of minutes. And after I actually heard him talking some shit, he still I would never vote for him fucking ever. But he made a couple of good points where he's like, because of his religious beliefs, just because he thinks something is immoral, it's not illegal.
There's the difference.
Yeah.
Which
There
is
you
fine.
go.
There's the difference.
Perfect.
All right,
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
You may think something's immoral. Okay, like this, or did you say?
and that's lost.
Like
Yeah.
That's lost to Protestants.
homosexuality,
Yeah,
for instance.
or
Yeah.
even your like
Which
okay,
a lot of them.
your abortion.
Like
whatever
Steve and I
else,
are
okay?
probably going to get married.
Right. Oh,
That's
I like how you
fine.
tied it back
Yeah.
into how we started this.
You're
Right.
power about
Tie it back in, Toner.
Yeah,
tie
here's
it
the
in.
thing:
There.
what homosexuality, abortion, premarital sex, all that other fucking weird bullshit.
That's
whatever.
not weird. That's just
Well,
life.
all right, yeah, whatever
That's
you
life.
okay, whatever you fucking believe. Okay,
That's been
it's
going on
immoral.
thousands of years.
Immoral. If you and your belief may think it's immoral, and that's fine. You can believe that. Okay, but it's not illegal.
Exactly.
If you
Yet.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's say
mean,
that,
if you really,
yeah.
I mean, honestly, in any common sense, do you really want to pass a law? This is not fucking Sharia law or the crazy fuckers over in the Middle East who want to be like, well, if you have sex before you're married, that
We're going
could
to
be
crucify you.
It could be punishable by death. Oh, guess what? You know what? Kill me, because you know what I'm going to do? A lot of premarital fucking sex.
I'm going to lift that
Preferably
burqa. I'm going to lift that
with
burqa
your-
up and chili dog you.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, stupid chili dog.
I'm going to Pakistani drill press you
No.
in Pakistan.
Oh man, the
God.
irony of it all.
I'm going to be drilling for oil in your woman's vagina.
How does that feel? I'm larger than that goat, aren't I?
That was awesome.
All right.
Okay, I'm cra- all right. We've been recording for like 50-something minutes.
Well,
what have we talked about? I don't know. I'm kind of drunk.
We're doing rants on this.
We did
episode.
rants.
It's
And we were
all
very
Tony's
political.
fault.
We were very political.
Tony's
and,
drinking, be like, I fucking hate everybody.
Okay, but is this
We didn't
is
do
this
our
really any
normal-
worse than
this-
like top 10 lists?
This was
Come
not.
on.
This was not very nerdy at all. It was just us talking. Hey, we got on some political topics.
Well, that's why you put
know.
that in the YouTube description.
Exactly.
You gotta know. That's what you know what you're getting into.
So here, we're at about almost the hour mark. Let's wrap
Oh,
up with.
hold on. Okay, hold on one second. Hey,
Sure.
Jay, can we get your point of view? Oh, that's right. You're not here.
Oh, well
We'll do.
done,
Let's
Steve.
do like 15 minutes and we're good. Hour and 10 minutes. Is that
Good,
about?
'cause-
That'll be about where we're at.
Yeah, let's do that because
Steve's looking at his watch.
We'll get back to the
I'm
nerd.
gonna pull a
more
Jay-
light.
Well, we're also gonna eat real fast, and then
yeah,
we're gonna-
we gotta
Yeah, we got pizza waiting.
We're
for
gonna
us.
take some
Yeah.
power shits and then
Is
we're
that
gonna get
CJ
on.
Anderson? Please tell me that's CJ Anderson. Ronnie Himmel.
Hold
Ronnie
on.
Hill.
Pause. What are we doing?
I know I have CJ Anderson.
It is kind of fun to do football at the
Who
same
is that?
time
Who
as
is that?
this.
That's Ronnie
Also,
Hill.
Yes, that was Hillman. Yeah.
Okay, so
No.
Yes. Sorry.
There's
Sorry,
if there's few
guys. Hold on.
thing's that Toner's passionate about. He's passionate about
Ronnie
political
Hillman was
topics, and he's passionate about fantasy fucking football.
Ronnie Hillman was running like an Oregonian shooter was after him.
Oh!
Jesus, look at the fucking...
Our levels were hot right there.
God, that looks like a fucking wine glass.
Hillman almost doubled his projected points.
Oh, there you
All right,
go.
sorry. Yeah, and fuck
Tony's,
you.
Tony's
Tony's on
nobody
fire,
can see it.
dude.
He's literally raising the roof in here.
That's going at the end.
Oh, man.
Yes, Hillman. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
That was awesome.
You know
Fuck
what?
you,
Let's,
Minnesota.
Matt, what can we talk about for like 15 minutes here? What's a good
We're
decent
doing rants. Let's just do rant. Let's finish with rants. The only other thing I had was just talking shit about people we work with. That's all I had.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Here,
What
I
you
told you
got?
something about vloggers, which are
Yeah,
video
okay,
loggers.
yeah.
Video
which,
blogging? Or-
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Oh
guys.
yeah, it is.
Okay,
You can
sorry.
go on YouTube. YouTube.
YouTube.
Sorry.
What?
It's in
Joe's
my-
been drinking and
That's
not
in my
eating.
COD vocabulary.
He's been.
No, because my mind would be clear if I would have jerked off before this.
Okay.
Hey, I was on YouTube last night.
What? I actually can't remember their name. Matt, did you write it down?
Yeah, Nia and something.
Steve
Hold on.
and
No, Nia. Sam and Nia.
Sam and Nia.
The Christian
Nia
vloggers.
is spelled N-I-A. Steve, if you want to Google them, go ahead. Sam and Nia, N-I-A. So they're Christian vloggers. And the reason why they got popular is because they created a video which has to be fucking fake. Sorry, I
This?
just burped.
Right here?
Yep.
Well,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
their
they're
Facebook.
all over.
Go to YouTube, I guess.
No,
right?
it's them, though.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm
Gotcha.
not going on Facebook. Fuck them assholes.
Why
Oh,
is
what
that
is it?
chick 12, Steve? Why does she have something in her? I'm just
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Okay, hey, but to be fair, is Nia not pretty hot?
She's pretty cute.
Okay,
yeah.
so
she
anyway,
does have a big mouth.
Oh, I know.
I'm just saying.
So Sam and Nia create daily, or they did create daily video vlogs. Here's our life. We're going to church. The kids are doing like a little bit of volleyball camp. Oh my God, I love Sam so much. So they got scroll up a little bit, Steve. I think. Okay, forgiven. That's past it. So if you scroll down, you'll see one where he's announcing to her that she's pregnant. And the reason or how he did that, I'll keep this brief. She peed at night, overnight, as many of us do, but she doesn't want to flush the toilet because she might think it'll wake him up. So he thought it'd be funny to buy a paternity test, take some of her urine, squirt it in there, finds out she's pregnant, tells her, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's all bad acting. I picked that out really fast when I saw it. But, you get these church-going people that are like, oh, my God, I'm fucking fisting myself. I'm so excited for both of you.
Jesus.
Well, no more than a week later, oh, lo and behold, they have a miscarriage, quote-unquote. Our baby had a heartbeat. No, it didn't. You were, 3 weeks pregnant, you said? And you never went to a doctor. Your baby had a heartbeat, really? Both videos, you don't have to pull them up, Steve.
I'm not
Horrible
going
acting
with
in both by both parties.
that.
They
No.
even got kicked out of a conference because this dude approached another vlogger who didn't agree with his views, and now they're kind of like just out in the dark area. They don't know if they're going to be
Jesus
back.
Christ.
I don't even remember how I stumbled upon them, but I think it was because of some birth announcement where it was recent. It was where a guy, I'm sorry, he's a black guy, but he cried because he found out his wife was
I saw
pregnant.
that, yeah.
So that
they've
went
been
viral,
trying
and I think
forever,
this was
yeah.
like a link on the side. So, I went from one that was really nice and genuine to these pieces of shit that are trying to get views. And let me tell you, they had 15 million views on their first one where he fucking faked it. So, to you guys, if there's a hell, I hope you both Pakistani drill press.
You're way into
I hope you get each other
Jesus.
in the ass. And they have hundreds of thousands of followers, lo and behold. You know why? Because they deem themselves as Christians who just we just want to go on our little lives. Me and my hot wife, Nia, who also happens to be Christian, and you guys are going to love this. A couple months ago, maybe, they found out the husband was registered on a website. Anybody want to?
Sex offender.
No.
Ashley
Madison.
Madison.
That video Steve went by, Forgiven.
Oh,
that was
no.
regarding his Ashley Madison account. His wife,
No
his
way.
wife forgave him. He's a pastor that. Sorry, I'm probably yelling. He's a pastor that started his own church, yet was trying to fuck around on his wife.
Church of what? What would we call that church? Church of perpetual what?
Oh,
Church of Perpetual Exemption.
There we go.
so if you guys
Hashtag John Oliver.
You guys want to know? Yeah, I love John Oliver too. You guys want to know about pieces of shit out in the world? There's a couple of quote unquote Christian vloggers where this pastor that he had 2 accounts on Ashley Madison. They found
Just
and
like Josh Duggar?
Yeah,
Nice.
really. It's just like him, and his wife forgives him.
I
You
think-
know why? Because they need the fucking views.
I think
Yep.
Joe just had it right there. That's the theme of our
Rams
episode here.
interception.
Hypocrisy.
Pieces of shit in the world, because we had people that want to
Yeah.
put their abortions out there. We had what else did we do? We did the Oregon. We did the school shooters. We did
The
these-
Planned
these
Parenthood
guys.
thing doesn't mean you're a piece of shit. It's just don't put that shit on social
Yeah,
media, man.
exactly.
That's something
And
personal and
But I got
private, dude.
I got other people that are
But
pieces of
don't
shit.
also publicize that you're a whore too.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my
Steve.
God, Steve! If you get an abortion, you're not a whore. Jesus
I
Christ!
mean, that happens. man.
Yeah,
we're gonna go back-
this,
Steve,
this,
stop-
this
stop.
might have been my 6th kid. Well, you're a whore then.
Okay, so if it's her first,
Okay, you know
so
what?
if it's her first
if you
one, she's
have
a
6
whore.
abortions, maybe you have a problem.
Yeah, that's when you
But
have a
also,
problem,
you're
yes.
spending what $500 a pop. Condoms
No,
are cheaper.
it's just the thing is, if you're gonna do that and you don't want a kid, then why the fuck did you do it to begin with?
Well,
Save us all the
Well,
trouble.
here's the
'cause-
thing, bro.
Steve, how many times have you gotten drunk and stuck in your dick in a couch cushion? Come on, it happened. Or is
Here's
it
the
just
thing,
me?
bro.
The couch didn't get pregnant and had a futon the next day.
Is that just?
Oh my
Not
God.
the next day. Jesus.
Sex is not strictly for fucking procreation, dude.
That's
you know
true.
what?
Dolphins
Ma-
have sex for
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Maybe I just enjoy having sex with my wife. And you
Or
know what? I don't
maybe-
need a fucking kid. I'm not fucking Duggar who needs a fucking army to convert Muslims to fucking Christians. Okay?
Or maybe we're all
Or to
dolphins.
plant his garden or something. I don't know.
Or,
Yeah.
or
We
maybe
need
we're
more
all
corn.
dolphins.
Or, hey,
Jesus
what's that?
Christ. Somebody has or it's called an accident. And you know what?
Hey,
Some people don't want said accident. And you know what? It's
and
their
sometimes
choice.
you name accidents Andy Estes.
Oh no!
I'm just kidding. He wasn't. He wasn't an accident. He was just more of a. Oh shit! We just had a kid. However many months apart we are. My brother and I are like 18 months apart. So you do the math.
That's called Irish twins, right, or something like that.
That's
Irish
great.
twins, yeah.
That's right. He's
yeah.
my brother. He's my brother from the same mother.
Oh, God. This has been too
Wow.
political. I need
Yeah.
some
Look at
some
that.
more-
Yeah,
That was an
let's-
awesome.
Look at that.
interception.
That's
Interception,
The-
yes.
Fuck you, Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Janoris Jenkins with a nice.
Oh, that's
interception.
that's highlight of the week right
That
there.
was nice.
So
Man,
here,
yeah.
so assholes that
This is kind of episode 17 we're on.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? Let's 105. Let's save
Wanna
that
wrap it
for the.
up?
Let's save that for the start of.
Okay.
Let's start.
So
Let's wrap
episode
it up.
17, are we all in agreement? It's kind of like just assholes in general.
Basically.
I don't know what the
Ass-
name.
yeah.
What would the name be?
Assholes in general.
We'll come with that later. We'll
Yeah,
always find
to
that
be
later.
determined.
No, I wasn't saying that all women are horses. I get tired of hearing. No, I did get tired of hearing the same thing about. It's like,
Horse.
I was like, I had a
No.
kid, but I.
I think
Horse.
I get what you're talking about, Steve. Because I think I have a general same viewpoint as you. If you're going to be having sex, you believe in having responsible sex.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
what he's talking
Yes,
about.
contraception. I'm all for.
That's all Steve's talking about. He's just very passionate about.
And
Yeah.
you know what? Van Wilder also told us, that's why you
Don't
stick
be
to
a
anal
fool.
sex.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool.
Yeah.
Well, oh, yes.
Oh.
Van Wilder had a couple of contraception quotes in there, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't be a fool, wrap your tool. And no, Mom, that's why we stick
Well,
to anal sex.
That was waiting.
oh,
Yeah,
shit,
that
you're
was
right.
way
That's
down.
just Ryan Reynolds. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
so-
man.
Same thing.
Or
Same thing.
actually, he said you should check the quality of the turf before you play on the field.
Ooh. Or like my dad's quote, why we don't have a lot of trust here is grass don't grow on a playground.
Right, yeah.
So a very political episode, but still very entertaining. I think I enjoyed it. Good.
I think we did
Good
well.
conversation.
I tell you what, I need to get semi-buzzed, almost borderline drunk before every recording
Good
because
podcast.
I just
Good
feel like
podcast is all I got.
I feel like my game has been upped.
Yeah.
Like Ginger Spice may want to call me.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
hey, you want
Pumpkin, pumpkin spice.
Oh my
Pumpkin Spice.
goodness.
It's like, hey, you want to meet up in like Kingdom City? I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm sure there's a Denny's there. We can have some.
There's
We can have a
titties
meal.
there. Oh.
Do you like Steak and Shake?
All right, Tony, let's do teases for next episode. Let's do
Jesus for episode 18.
18.
Holy balls!
We're 18 in. That's what we're in.
Oh, we're going to be legal on the next episode.
Oh yeah.
However, I would have been hitting on you by this episode.
By episode 10, you would have got an inbox message from a
Yeah.
Joe Dust.
Joe Dust at ashleymadison.com.
Happy 10 episode anniversary that we just passed up. Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Here's our teasers for next episode. We're going to maybe talk about some favorite video games to movie adaptations.
Okay.
We might talk about
That'll be
that.
more of a nerd.
We're going nerdy here.
centric.
Yeah, we're going nerdy here.
Nerd cast, if you will.
Because we were very political. We're going to get away from the political stuff.
That's
Yeah.
Tony's fault.
Yeah.
That's Tony's
Next
fault.
one, and then maybe we'll talk about movies we saw as children that we want to see remade or modernized
Yes.
now. We'll talk about those.
Because you know what? I don't think Hollywood does enough like remakes or reboots. I
Have
think
we
Well, it's a matter of if you're going to do them, what
Well,
ones do we want
have
to
we
see?
Yeah.
called
How about
Matt a
that?
Jew this episode yet? Sweet Matthew, who
Shabbos, motherfucker.
he's the
Shabbos.
nice he's the nice guy of
I
our
don't think
podcast.
so. But
We got a few movie reviews, and I thought we might. Halloween's going to be coming up on us here,
oh yeah, yeah.
and we'll maybe talk about some of our favorite horror movies or best Halloween memories.
Ooh,
we'll
yeah,
figure it
yeah,
out.
yeah. That's good.
So we'll go
Yeah.
from there.
Okay.
So,
That's cool.
Tony,
Down.
wrap us up, dude.
All right.
Do some Planned Parenthood on us and wrap us up.
Yeah.
yeah.
Nicely
Yes,
done.
Thank you for listening to us rant about some heavy politicized type stuff. But I think it flowed well overall. Forgive me, I did that on purpose.
Oh yeah, I was wondering what that was.
Sorry.
He was doing his Philip Seymour Hoffman impression
Yeah.
from Along Came Polly, I think is what he
Yeah,
was
that's right.
going
That's
for.
right. I've had a few beers today. Forgive me. Again, thank you for listening to episode 17, gentlemen. Episode 17 of the Nyrdcast Podcast. Be sure to check us out online at nerdcast.com. That's nYrdcast.com. You can also find us on Instagram and the Twitter at Nerdcast, NYRDCAST. We are also part of the Inside Joke Outside Voice podcast network. Check out IJOV.net for more podcasts about, random shit or whatever. Thanks again for listening. I go by the name of Toner.
My name's Joe Dust. I love you.
My name's Matt, and I love Joe.
My name's Sound Guy Steve, and I love Lamp.
Okay. So until next time, do whatever it is you do. Peace.
That type
I
of
think
stuff there.
Steve has called women whores on 7 episodes so far.
I'll say it again. Whore.
Go with Christ.
Fucking
Ronnie
football.
Hillman was running like an Oregonian shooter was after him.
Oh!
Jesus, look at the
Madison.
Ashley Madison.
This is River City Sound and their single Gallows.